Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Cynthia Smith, and this is the Intuitive Hypnotherapy Podcast, where the intention is to share some love, some light, some healing, chat a little bit, and then I'll do a hypnosis session. And the back catalog on this, either on the YouTube or here on my podcast channel, there's lots of good resources, even the ones that I did back in 2022. That's quality recordings, quality meditations, and I encourage you, if you need, to check out the titles and get yourself a healing. So this episode is about healing, amplifying, restoring, finding your sense of self, your self-worth, your sense of valuing yourself. And everybody I treat, anxiety, they want to stop drinking, want to improve their performance in a sport or help recover test anxiety. And across the spectrum, male, female, everybody tends to have an issue with a lower self-worth. And that seems to be the crux of everything. And as the eternal radical optimist and someone who sees the best in people, I used to use the term operating for validation, but my intention is to evolve that language. And as a coach, and with those that stick with me over the months and years, I really appreciate when they recognize that I am seeing them and I value them, and I have try to help people discover their own worth, that quiet confidence, that personal power, living from your true self, coming home to yourself. I'm toying around with a lot of different terms. And the point being, oftentimes as a clairvoyant, I see, clairvoyant means clear seeing. So I see sometimes what you are not or cannot or have lost sight of. And over time, you learn to see yourself again as the wonderful, magnificent, highly deserving, highly capable individual that you are. My truth is that we are all created from that which created everything, and therefore we are deserving of all good things, especially when we operate from our higher self and our higher consciousness. And we used to call it the golden rule: treat others the way you want to be treated. But moreover, bring forth that kindness. Look at everyone the way each of us deserves to be seen and valued and cared for. And understand every one of us is going to fuck up somehow, some way. I'll probably do something today that is less than glorious. But when we treat ourselves with grace, with kindness, with love, and remember that it's part of being human, it's part of the human experience that we do. We get to scrape our knees and get into sticky situations from time to time. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. That's how we evolve. That's how we figure out how we can do it better the next time. And with a strong sense of self, it's easier to navigate the whoopsies. It's easier to navigate the stressful situations. It's easier to level up in your career, whether you're a jujitsu student who's trying to get a new belt, or you want to get that promotion at your job or your career, or maybe you want to start dating a different quality of individuals. When you feel good about yourself, you project that. You shine it out from you. It seeps from your pores. It's like dropping little bits of stardust everywhere you go. And when you're tapped into the beauty of the universe, that energy that created you, it's easier to do that. So let's get in place and let's remember who we are. Let's bring forth our best selves. So with that being said, if you would close your eyes, get into a comfortable place, either sit or lie down, grab a cup of tea. Please don't listen to this in your car or operating heavy machinery. Don't do that. Bring it in. Wrap a blanket around you or a comfy sweater if you need. And just allow yourself to be quiet for this next little bit. And if you would, please go ahead and take a big, deep breath and let it go. And do that again, please. Take a big, deep breath and let it go. And allow your eyes to stay closed. Enjoy the weight of your eyelids and allow the heaviness to flow down your face, relaxing all the muscles. Those heavy eyelids are just more comfortable staying closed. You can try to open them, but it won't work. Go ahead, you can try. Yeah. Oh, it's just more comfortable in this moment to keep them closed and allow the heavy eyelids to encourage the rest of your muscles of your face to also relax, softening the muscles in your forehead, those tiny muscles around your eyes, the muscles of your jaw, allowing your tongue to fall away from the roof of your mouth, allowing those waves of relaxation to flow down your scalp, your neck, your shoulders. You may even release tension you didn't know you were carrying. Sending your breath down your arms, your forearms, your hands, your fingers, letting every part of your limb just relax like a rag doll. Your head might nod to one side or the other as you fall deep into relaxation. Even the sound of my voice will take you deeper and deeper down, deeper and deeper down. Imagine sending your breath to the muscles of your abdomen, your upper and lower back. Allowing even the muscles of your side body to soften and relax. When was the last time you tapped into that phenomenon? Allowing that relaxation to flow down your legs, your quads, your hammies, even the muscles around your knee joint, the kneecap, front and back of your lower leg, your feet, even your toes. Release all of their tension, allowing your arms and your legs to go slack. So comfortable, so relaxed. You may even doze off, and that's just fine. I'll count down from 5 to 1, every number like a step, taking you from your conscious mind down to your subconscious awareness. 5. Oh, you're drifting, quiet, peaceful, sedate. 4. Every bit of tension has left your body. Your arms and legs are noodles. Your torso feels comfortable, sinking into the place you're sitting or laying down. 3. Deeper still. If a human could be a puddle, you're almost there. 2. Deeper still. So comfortable, so relaxed. Drifting down, drifting down, drifting down. And 1, all the way down, down into the quiet recesses of your subconscious awareness. That part of you that has all of your records, all of your gifts and tools stored, and has that place where, if you need to be reminded of how wonderful you are, this little treasure chest has the answer. As you allow your body to feel completely relaxed, comfortable in the place where you sit or lie down, simply allow your body to be this level of relaxed. And let's do a scan of our bodies. Make sure that we, the spirit, inhabiting this wonderful vessel, let's make sure that we are fully engaged, that we are fully strapped in. So imagine, if you will, your vessel, your body. Notice where your arms and legs are. Notice where your torso is, your head, your chest, your pelvis. And each part, imagine that and you don't have to touch it, but if you want to, you may, that if you touched your head, you'd be able to record, oh yeah, I'm here. I'm fully centered in my head. And maybe put your hands on your chest or shoulders. I'm fully engaged in my upper body. You might even tap on your arms. Make sure your arms are completely engaged. I go to spin class and I use these special shoes that clip into the pedals. And so sometimes I think about clipping in, making sure my spirit is fully clipped in to my body. You might put your hands on your abdomen, your side body, and make sure it's fully engaged. Hello, body. How are you doing? Thank you for helping me have this spiritual journey in human form. Maybe you want to put your hands on your thighs or legs or hips. Just ensure that you are fully engaged, fully clipped in. And then down your lower legs, your knees, your ankles, your feet. I find when I'm fully engaged, fully present in my body, I really feel safe. And I think you'll notice in this deep, relaxed state that when you get fully engaged, you feel safe. And let's add a couple other elements to help us feel safe. First, of course, is your energy field, that bubble that's around each of us. Everybody has an energy field. Animals have an energy field. If you've ever done Reiki on your dog, they have a bubble too. So your energy field or your aura, your personal space, your light field, or your bubble, check in with it. It's always there, whether you're aware of it or not. We can't create or destroy energy, but we sure can transform. We sure can transform it. So once you've established your energy field, give it a color. Any color but black or white. Give it a color that makes you feel good, that makes you feel warm and cozy and safe, even validated, nurtured. And as you establish your energy field, and know that it's about 3 feet in all directions. So 3 feet over our head, about an arm's length, 3 feet to the sides, in front of us, and behind us. And don't forget to check the spots behind you, because that's where foreign energy likes to hide. And then, of course, under your feet. Yes, we move about in these bubbles every day. And in our bubbles and in our bodies, there's 2 primary types of energy. There's your energy and everything that's not your energy. We operate best if it's mostly just our energy in our bodies and in our bubbles. Whatever color you've chosen, in your mind's eye, Just glance around your bubble and see if there's any other colors. Any other colors other than the one you chose. We are going to imagine that by definition, colors that are not the one you chose for yourself today are not your energy. And just invite those to just drift out of your bubble. Just, okay, now go. I had a friend who lived in Ojai, and she used to, on occasion, get a raccoon in her house. And they weren't startled or frightened. But they also didn't want the raccoon hanging out. And so she would open the front door and she would just gently say, okay, now go, now go. And any energy that's in your body or in your energy field that's not yours, you can tell it, now go, now go. And just invite any of that out of your space. And then check in with how you feel. It's probably even more relaxing in this deep, relaxed state. Probably feel even more safe. Now let's create a tube of light the same color as our bubbles. And let's connect that tube of light to us, to our bubble, and then have it go all the way down through the earth and to the center of the earth. We like to imagine that the center of the earth is neutral. It has no charge. And when you ground into it, it helps tether your physical body. It helps you feel grounded or centered. I teach these tools to all my patients. And I know you're in a deep, relaxed state, but to the degree you can, imagine that you can put your attention as a point of light behind your eyes and in between your temples. Yeah. Even in our deep rest of subconscious awareness, we can be in the center of our sixth chakra, or our third eye, our psychic space, our knowingness. This is a place where you can have neutrality. You can look at the world from a place of being neutral. And this is a very lovely, safe place to be, especially if we struggle with anxiety or fear or procrastination or drinking too much or eating too much. Being in our bubble, grounded in the center of our head, is our safety zone. Yes, that's exactly right. And now in your mind's eye, go to a place or a time when you felt really good about yourself. Could be any time from the moment of birth to this present day. You may have a lot to choose from, or you may be struggling to find an example. If that's the case, we will just make one up. So if you have an example of a time and place when you felt really good about yourself, you felt seen, you felt heard, you felt understood, you did something well and you felt proud of yourself, Yeah, be at that vibration. How old were you? Who were you with? Were you inside or outside? Was it daytime or nighttime? Were you alone or with people? And think about that scene. Think about all the other elements. What did you see? What did you hear? What did you smell? What did you taste? What did you feel, as in, what could you touch with your hands? Or what could touch you? For example, a blanket wrapped around you, the tactile sense. And then in this place, this memory, or this creation for some of you, be there now. That time or place in your life when you felt really good about yourself. Just all the stars were aligned. That's a state. That's a vibration. And you can be there anytime, any place. That is your birthright. Yes. So allow your body, allow your psyche, allow all of your 7 chakras and every one of your 70 trillion cells to remember this vibration, to check in and align with this vibration of a time and place when you felt really good about yourself. In all the rich details, all the subtle and not so subtle nuances. And just take it in. Have every bit of you match that vibration. And know that every minute of every day, your body, your vessel, is creating new cells. Tens of thousands of them every minute. And so in the minutes that you've been with me, you've been at this vibration and then elevated to this vibration. So the cells that your body is making naturally will be at this vibration of feeling wonderful about yourself, all the way down to your DNA, every atom, every proton, neutron, electron, every part of you is at I am awesome. And the cells that are created, that multiply by dividing, are also at that vibration. And so it goes. And if you did this a few minutes every day, think how wonderful your body would feel. Think how your awareness of who you are would change. And how you might begin treating your body more kindly, more lovingly. Anytime you look in the mirror and see something you don't like, or have a negative thought about your own reflection, it hurts. It hurts your body. It hurts yourself. Ow. And instead, be here where we are right now, feeling wonderful about yourself, feeling capable, strong, imaginative, with the ability to always level up, do better, improve, extend. Einstein says that 90% of success is showing up. When you incarnated, when you, the spirit, found a body and alighted onto this earth, you showed up. So according to Einstein, 90%, you start out with an A. Good job. And as you take in that little nugget, allow that to percolate through your body. Allow your physical form to feel good, to feel necessary, to feel that you matter. Know that you are an important thread in this tapestry of humanity, and that we need you. We need your gifts. We need your story. We need who you are to add. To add to this wonderful book of history of humankind. Yeah, you matter. And allow your body to absorb the idea that you matter. And as you allow those waves of introspection, evaluation, validation to flow through your body, it's perfectly normal to be somewhat in awe of your vessel. Have you seen what a thumb can do? I broke mine last week. Can you see it? This little booger. They're very important. And most of us have two of them. That is pretty freaking cool. And as you think about your different body parts and think about what you can do with your body, you can sleep, you can laugh, you can hug somebody. Some of the population can grow babies in their bellies. You might draw, you might create, you might think, you might problem solve. Everybody has something to offer. Something that goes into this giant pot of stone soup that we, as the human population, make. And as you allow yourself to maybe even smell, if you know the story of the stone soup, please look it up. The story where the village was not doing well. And someone said, well, we'll make some stone soup. Bought a pot of water to boil and threw in a stone. Said, okay, well, anybody who has anything to add, a little salt, a few carrots, an onion, maybe a little bit of meat, the potatoes. And then everybody had a little something, something. And before you know it, they had this giant pot of stew. and everybody could eat. Wouldn't it be lovely if we all tapped in to that part of us, that value, that importance that each of us brings? As you rest there comfortably in your energy field, grounded to the center of the earth, a point of light in the center of your head, remembering and recharging to a time when you felt really good about yourself, or creating that image for yourself. What would it look like? What would it sound like? What would it feel like? And then owning that, bringing that in, absorbing that like a tonic to a tired body. Allowing yourself to feel valued and capable and strong and creative and worthy. And as you percolate that through all of your senses, sight, smell, hearing, taste, touch, and your sixth sense, that's where we're playing right now. This is nothing new, people. This is who you are. This is original equipment. It was already installed. We're just dusting it off so that you can be more present. Trust who you are. Remember who you are. Remember your own inner and external worth. In a moment, I will count you back into full waking awareness. You will experience a shift. It might be big, it might be small and evolve over days and weeks and months. But you have changed. You have connected with your true self. Yay. I will count you back into full waking awareness, and you will feel the change, however it unfolds for you, because each of you is awesome. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, back to the room. Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Cynthia Smith, and if you would like to have some one-on-one care, virtually or in person, check out my website, drcynthiasmith.com, and please like, subscribe. If you thought this was dandy and worthy of 5 stars wherever you're listening, love and high review. Thank you. It really it really helps. It helps my reach because I do want to spread love and light, care, and a sense of worthiness, happiness to each and every one of you. Again, I'm Dr. Cynthia Smith, and this is the Intuitive Hypnotherapy Podcast. Goodbye for now.